Hey everyone, Make 3.0 Shine here, and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I know, you weren't expecting me to upload this 2 weeks in a row, were you? Haha! So, we're continuing with Turnabout Samurai, which is the current case we're on. If you need a recap of what happened last episode, it turns out the scene of the crime wasn't Studio 1, but it was actually Studio 2. And also, the steel samurai that the camera took a picture of is not Will Powers, it is actually Jack Hammer. So, if that makes no sense to you, then just go watch all the other episodes leading up to this. Let's just get started with Day 3 Investigation. October 19th, 3:27 PM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Actually, we have a lot of time to waste. I'm pretty sure I've seen all of these before. And, so I'm just gonna kind of skip them. Oh, okay, sorry. So I'm just gonna do this. Just so they've all been seen. Alright, let's talk to Maya. The Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? I don't know why I even bothered giving, like, the thing at the beginning where the recap. Phoenix is just giving it now. Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should talk to WP? WP. Powers. Right. Alright, let's present a bunch of stuff. Sorry, I don't know how that will help us figure this out. Sorry. Okay. Who would have thought that it was Jack Hammer inside? But why did he steal it? That's what I have to figure out. Guide map, no. The spear. I wish I had my own samurai spear. Just to think I could poke you as much as I wanted. Me? Why me? Okay, I think I've seen that. Mr. Monkey's head. Sorry. And Path to Glory. What do you think about this? It's that fanboy's prized possession. Wow, impressive. It's a little different from the Steel Samurai on TV. These are mostly taken at those PR shows they do at stores and fairs. I'm pretty sure it's not even Will Powers inside that suit. No true fan would be satisfied with anything less than the real thing. He's still a child, I suppose. I guess it takes an adult to appreciate the real deal. Right, Nick? Yeah, whatever you say. Cody's camera. Is this Cody's? Hey! A digital camera! I'm impressed a kid like him would have something like this expensive. Kids these days. Don't imagine spirit mediums in training get a lot of toys. Alright, let's move. I guess let's just go to the detention center. Hey! October 19th, detention center, visitor's room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick. You must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Well, there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Why did Phoenix become such a stick in the mud? This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. Smile for the camera. Okay, yeah. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manoa? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manoa. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, but I can't imagine him jumping. Yeah, that's fair. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, I was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Can you tell me any more? Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way for me to help you. Sorry. Okay. I don't know how much of this is gonna make this. Here's that picture again. Is that really Jack Hammer inside that suit? He's the only one who it could have been. But why would he... Yeah, why? You're the medium, why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? Give me about 3 more years. Look at us, the 2 novices. Okay, nothing about the guide map. Regarding the murder weapon, yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think an average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through? Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. I don't know if I already read that. Okay, that's Mr. Monkey. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? Ooh, what's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Cody's camera. Excuse me, okay. Nothing else to talk about. Alright, let's go. Let's just go to the studio main gate. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the gas station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. This probably is all the stuff, like all the same stuff. An overhead map. Okay, the computers are turned off for the day. That's interesting. The security gas station, Miss Oldbag must like junk food. I can see the computer. Okay. I think that's everything. Let's talk to Miss Oldbag now. Producer Vasquez. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Look, Director Manoa. Can I ask you about Sal Manoa, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Finding out a bit more about Phoenix. Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. Urgh! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you'd drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Well, he did. So, sorry. Miss Oldbag? What do you think of this? Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking, thank you very much. Okay. Miss Oldbag? What? Get that filth out of my sight. And you're claiming that's poor old hammer in there? And I thought you were such an innocent youth. Bah! Guide map. Samurai spear. Mr. Monkey's head. No, I don't think she's gonna say anything else. Okay. Yeah, she's not the happiest right now, so let's just go, I guess, here? October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him? Like the director or the producer? That's possible. It says welcome. I let people in here. Let's comment something. What do you say? You're Miss Oldbag, what's this in? Mr. Monkey. Oh, wait, no clues here. I wanted to examine the tree. Studio 2 is down that way. Studio 2, the real scene of the crime. Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well... Actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Oh, come on, Nick. I'm Bush. Maybe I'll sit down here for a while. I am still young. The security camera takes photos. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. That's interesting. But I didn't want to examine that again. Then Studio 1. Nope, Studio 1. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I don't have that card key anymore, so I can't go in there today. Alright. Let's go outside Studio 2. Oh, hey. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? H-E-L-L-O? H-E-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Let's see this. A white man moving staff and equipment around. They've kept in pretty good shape. Well, let's go for a drive. I had a license. You don't have a driver's license? Why you showed me your attorney's badge, Nick? Okay. Incinerator. It's covered in Wilbur soot. Yeah, 18 mistakes too. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know. Can't say that I do. There's a big 2 painted here, so this is the number in Cody's photograph. And to think, if he hadn't brought that photograph in... Don't get all teary-eyed yet. Teary-eyed? The trailer door, it's unlocked. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. There's some flowers, so pretty. A fence, okay. Then, these look like materials making a movie set. I've been sitting here for quite some time, so I will be junkyard. Okay, sorry. Let's actually get to talking. Mr. Hammer. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh! Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Just do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Or Powers. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. Director Manella. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella? If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. I have a feeling... She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Yes, I think she's not gonna look at anything, probably. She's not a very nice person, if you couldn't tell. Then again, cloud watching, like, kinda hype. Not when a murder's going on, but like, I respect it any other time. Not any other time, but let's go into the trailer. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. Guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Oh my god, could you hear that? That was big. That was an ambulance outside. Okay, Jesus. It looks like... Okay, I figured. I can't believe we spent that much money on those sets. Tell us what the money is. What the hell do samurais think about chopping off heads? Oh my god, that movie was the best. Ninja Ballet. Yeah, we'll just skip past all this. Paper cups. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents of paper cups that scattered around. That's true, yeah. Well, as far into October, the dimming daylight seems like winter's coming. Well, we just got past winter, so like, actually we're still in winter. It's January, yeah, it's still winter. All right, let's leave. I don't like how there's not any music. You suck. Get out of here. I guess now let's go into the employee area. October 19th, Global Studios, employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming, just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yeah! No touching. Eek! Gumshoe! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I could be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Let's see. There's a half-finished backdrop. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-Old Tokyo Castle. Great. It's a little bent and everything. Actually, was this line different? Some people's likely to get exercise. Okay, that's not a different line. Sorry. That great still lying there. Ah, they've seen Wisdom at last. They know if they fixed it, I'd just kick it off again. That poor assistant. Poor penny nickels. The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. Okay. The door to the dressing room is not locked. Will Powers. I went over to the dressing room, the glass is frosted so I can't see inside. Good. Let's see. It's so normal. And then that must be the storage room, that's where they keep all the film equipment. Very true. Wait a minute, is there not like anything I can examine here for sleeping pills? Is that not a thing? Maybe this table? No, okay. Let's talk to Gumshoe, and I love doing that. The plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills, how? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Safely added to court record. Investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kinda bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Let's talk about him. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Sorry, had to sneeze. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happens with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints, on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So, I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Nice. Present. I'm guessing I know as much about that as you do, pal. I.e., nothing. Jack's autopsy report. You okay? Does he want to talk about any of this? No. No. Maybe this? It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests. You're being very free with your information today, Detective. Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kinda impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone but you up there, Powers would be done by now. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Gumshoe. Detective, about that bottle. Oh, that? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed out on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth. It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility. Oh, good man, Gumshoe. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's go to the dressing room. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Well, rest in peace. There are some regular suits. Must be his own clothes, okay. It's completely empty. I can feel my eyes burning into the back of my neck. Powers' bag. I put all of WP's personal belongings in there. He'll be able to come pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come, yes. They're just not gonna let him in. Keep his belongings. There's an array of cosmetics here. This is the wig. Wow, you remembered me. Thanks to you. Always have bears like this. Not quite as spiky as usual, I see. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open this window much. It is kinda dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Oh, sorry, I haven't cleaned up there yet. It's okay. Perfectly fine. Let's talk to you. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? Last episode. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. I like them with this music in the background, so tense. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Look! This is incredible. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Let's show you a couple things. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what to make of that. Boom. So this photo was Mr. Hammer all along? It seems that way. Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Okay, that's the end of that conversation. Nothing. Wow. Wow. It must have taken him forever to collect all these. Kids love the Steel Samurai. They do, don't they? Sorry, I don't know what to make of that. Sorry. What's that? An empty bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. Now I'm really confused. That's fair enough. Alright, thank you for your help, Penny. We're gonna go talk to Miss Oldbag now. Miss Oldbag is here. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Is there anything new to examine here? Probably not. Yeah, okay. Let's talk. 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. Do you expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Sorry, proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. Oh. I can prove Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Would it be the sleeping pill bottle, or would it be the steak plate? Because, like, either one of them could be proof, surely, right? The steak plate, I guess. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Ha! I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in, and then I guess, yeah. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Thank you, Miss Oldbag. Sorry. I don't want to think about it anymore. Okay, I feel like she's not gonna tell us about anything else, which is fair enough. Thank you for your information, though. Poor old Hammer. He was a big star, the biggest. That accident 5 years ago is what did him in. He wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. Poor silly old Hammer. If he'd just come out and confessed, then Vasquez wouldn't have gotten her claws into him. That's true. Alright, thank you, Miss Oldbag. I guess let's go to... Where should we go to now? Let's go to Studio 2. Let's talk to Vasquez. Hey. I have stuff. He's not even looking. I'm guessing you're not going to say anything about this. Can you ignore this? He's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Oldbag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Why is Nick so bad at this? Right. Anyway. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more, inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. This is where the man died, obviously. You can see if it's bent. Guess let's go in the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Could you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence, boys? Aw, shit. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Gumshoe, you're the man. You're the man. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick? It looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued. This episode was kind of shorter, I feel like. It was a bit shorter than the other ones. Save your progress. Hell yes. Override the selected save data. Yep. October 20th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. You are mistaken. No, it is not. Well, that's all we have for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. This episode's been really fun, but next episode is going to be the last episode of... Next part is going to be the last part of this chapter of Phoenix Wright. So I hope you're looking forward to see to that. Hopefully us finally taking down the killer. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please do leave a like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!